Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Chisme Chronicles podcast.
Episode
44, I think.
44.
Welcome back. Today we are doing a little bit, something a little bit different. Well, we're doing Today I Effed Up. We haven't done one of those episodes in a long time.
About a month.
No, really?
I think so.
Okay, all right. Well, still, I mean, a month is a good amount of time.
Yeah.
So we're back with another Today I Effed Up episode. If this is your first time here, we mostly do Am I the A-hole, and then we randomly mix it up with some different stuff.
Lots of Reddit content. We give our takes, best takes on the internet.
Mm-hmm. The number one Reddit content. The number one Reddit content podcast. Chisme Chronicles, Tuesdays and Thursdays. At whatever time we post. Sometimes Fridays. I like how we're always like, hey, if you guys, like this kind of content, you guys like us, subscribe. We post Tuesdays and Thursdays, sometimes Wednesdays and Fridays.
Listen, we do our best, okay?
Yeah, we do our best. I mean, just hey, you know what? Hit the notification bell, and then that way you know when it drops.
Exactly. You be the first one, first watcher, and then you can leave a comment first. You'll get all the thumbs up, know?
Mm-hmm.
All the likes.
Yeah, it's a big honor to be the one amongst the first to watch and like. Someone commented last week. She's like, oh shit, I can't believe I'm the first one.
Yeah.
Because I think I posted it on Thursday, like really late or something. I can't remember. By the time I was able to edit it and upload it, it was like 7 or something.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
It's a great honor.
It is. You're number one Chismoso for the day.
Mm-hmm. So today we're gonna rock and roll. Today.
I effed
up. So we're gonna rock and roll with our 4 stories, and I'm gonna kick it off. Ready? Here we go. My friend recently asked me if he could borrow my camera. For the record, I'm employed as a camera operator at a media company, and I have my own camera. It's an expensive camera, so when my friend asked if he could use it, I was a little hesitant. My friend said his long-distance girlfriend was hopping on a plane to spend a few days with him, and he wanted to film their time together. I asked my friend what was wrong with using his iPhone, and he said he wanted my camera because he was in love with the movie look of my videos. I tried to convince my friend that he didn't really need an expensive camera to make his shots look cinematic, but his mind was made up. He wanted my camera, and he was willing to pay me for it. I allowed him to borrow my camera free of charge based on the agreement that he applied what I taught him about my camera. Autofocus is your ally. Play it safe. Stick to the basics. No need to go full-on Roger Deakins for picnics for long walks on the beach or some shit. My friend returned my camera yesterday and said he was more than satisfied with the results. I inspected the camera for potential damage or changed settings when my friend was gone and realized he failed to format the card inside the camera. All the footage he shot was still on the card. Picnic with girlfriend, check. Long walk on the beach, check. Glow-in-the-dark mini golf, check. Naked girlfriend in my friend's bedroom, check. Wait, what the F? Boobs, butthole, BJ. I didn't actually play any of the footage. He's like, thank God. I was just scanning through the collection of thumbnails, which provided more than enough information that I will struggle to unsee for the rest of my life. My friend most likely forgot to erase the footage on the card when he was done saving. I do not want to assume I can wipe the card clean without confirmation, so at some point I need to contact my friend and inform him that all his footage is still on the card before I can proceed to delete everything. I'm not looking forward to that conversation because I know it's going to be awkward.
Gross.
Dude, like, as soon as I started reading it, I was like, okay, this guy, I was like, what is he trying to do here?
Yeah.
And then he forgot all of it on there,
Dude,
like,
oh my God.
Boobs, butthole, BJ.
What?
Oh my gosh. Dude. Oh my gosh, dude.
And it sucks because like my first thought would be like, just delete it. Just delete it. You know what I mean?
Like if you were the friend that owned the camera?
Yeah. Because like you just assume like there's no way he forgot to upload it. You know what I mean? But then it's like, if he did, because if you delete it and he remembered to upload it, that conversation never comes up. It never comes up because he doesn't even know that he forgot to the friend that borrowed it doesn't even know he forgot to delete the stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But if he didn't download it and then you delete it, then it's like, hey, dude, like I forgot, like I don't know how to do that or something. Like, can you help me or whatever? It's like all the pictures, even from that fun, nice weekend, are gone. You know what I mean? And it's like, oh, what do you mean you deleted everything on there? You know what I mean? Like, you just see everything on there? Then it's awkward.
Yeah, or like also oh damn, what was I gonna say? So you're saying he should just delete it without saying anything?
Yeah, because then if the other friend, the one that borrowed it, if he did like save everything, like upload it somewhere else, then that conversation will never come up. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like he just doesn't, like the friend that borrowed it is completely unaware of the situation.
Yeah.
You know, but
I guess so he could do that and then just like avoid the conversation altogether.
yeah.
But what if but obviously he's like, well, I'm sure he wants these videos. His long distance girlfriend, like,
oh my
like kind of like
gosh.
almost like kind of, it's gonna be awkward, but he's almost like hooking him up.
Yeah.
Like, well, I'm sure you want this.
Yeah.
So I'll give it to you. Like, by the way, you didn't delete it. Do you want it?
Yeah.
You know?
But that's assuming that the friend that borrowed it didn't already upload it somewhere.
Yeah, that's
true. And just forget to delete it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's freaking horrible.
I think I would have deleted it too. Honestly,
Yeah.
I think I would just deleted it. Like, I don't even want to like
keep this in my.
Well, yeah, because like if
Because also like how long? Because then what if you're bringing it up? What if you don't get the courage to bring it up for like a month? And then it's like, you've had these for a month?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, then you're weird. Like,
yeah, you gotta say, yeah, that's true. You gotta say it right away.
Yeah.
Like, hey, dude, I just checked the thing and like your pictures were still on there.
Yeah. Dude, 6 months later.
Yeah. Or just be like, hey, do you want me to delete? Yeah.
He's like, what have you been doing with that? Dude.
Damn.
That's so gross.
Damn.
It's so gross. Okay. First one. Or my first one. Second story. Today I effed up by being oblivious of my own body. I, 29 female, was putting on makeup when I realized that my nose looked a little bit funny. Upon closer inspection, I saw that my septum is severely deviated. I sprang into panic mode a little bit, racking my brain for ways I could have injured myself, but nothing came to mind. I asked my fiance about it. He said he hadn't noticed. Now that you mention it, damn, it is really deviated. True to my hypochondriac nature, I fell down a WebMD rabbit hole trying to figure out what could have caused this to rapidly happen and what symptoms had come with a deviated septum, trouble breathing, sleep apnea, bad headache, etc. After fixating on this for a few hours and scaring myself with the possible symptoms, I felt I was destined to develop and was finally able to rub 2 of my brain cells together enough to call my mom. I asked her if I had always had one, and that's how I found out that I have indeed always had a severely deviated septum, as does my mom and her mom before her. 29 years. I never noticed it on myself. I looked back at old photos of me and it was always there. Knowing that it's been there the entire time eases quite a bit of stress. I figured if I'd been able to breathe okay this long, I'd probably continue to do so for the foreseeable future. Mostly, I'm just boggled that I had no idea. It never came up, not even once in conversation. Because I tell you, it's deviated as hell. One of those things I guess you can't unsee.
But so, I mean, no one's gonna tell you that.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, why didn't he bring it up in a conversation?
Like maybe a doctor.
Yeah, like no one's gonna be like, by the way, your nose is crooked as hell.
Maybe a doctor.
Like, what is it curved like that? And she's like, what do you mean? She's like, your nose.
Maybe a doctor.
Your nose,
like,
Brittany's crooked.
Dude, but that one just made me laugh because it feels like looking like, obviously I'm sure that this person is beautiful.
She was doing her makeup?
Yeah.
So she was like doing like this?
I just imagine like looking at myself in the mirror, like being 29 years old. I'm sure she's beautiful. But I imagine being 29 years old and like looking at myself in the mirror, like doing my makeup and just going, I'm fucking ugly.
just like
like I've never noticed in my life. I'm fucking ugly.
Just like give up.
But ugly.
but like, what's funny is that like you're putting on makeup. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It's almost like the meme of like, have you seen the one where it's like the 4 squares of the clown?
Okay, yeah,
You know?
and
it's
just
like
progressively.
and it's like me getting ready to go to work, and it's like, well, there's 18-year-olds making millions on TikTok.
Yeah.
And my boss is getting angry because I showed up 3 minutes late, and it's just like you're just turning more and more into a clown. Into a clown.
Oh
like,
my gosh.
I don't know what made me. I'm all
No, I got my deviated septum fixed, baby.
Was yours deviated?
Yeah.
But like severely. Yeah, like really ugly. It's like, what's wrong with your nose, Caili? It's like.
No, yeah, dude.
Well, no, it was deviated for real.
Yeah, I didn't get a nose job, but I got the whole inside fixed because it was like a medical thing for like migraines.
Oh, you didn't think you needed a nose job,
dude?
oh my
gosh.
What do you mean?
I have to roast my mom a little bit here.
I'm all. Why would it? I'm just kidding.
So my mom and one of her brothers. It was Eric.
Yeah, the only. Yeah, not me.
They both got nose jobs because they felt like they had like a big old bump right here, right? And so I remember I was whatever, probably 15. We're in Ohio. I go to get this surgery done for my nose to like get the whole inside of my nose reworked, right?
So, but tell them why though.
Because so basically I had migraines for a really long time, like really
debilitating,
really severe, debilitating, like 4 or 5 times a week migraines.
And basically they found out that like the holes in your like nasal passageway
were like backwards.
I thought they said they were like really small.
They were like also like twisted, like they're supposed to curve a certain way, and mine like curved the wrong way, like just like so it was just like
Deformed.
I was getting like no oxygen basically,
and that's why you got
brain.
Really bad headaches.
Yeah. So it was part of the reason. So anyways, so we're in Ohio. I'm sitting in this room like the day before my surgery and with like the surgeon or whatever and like like a nurse or something. And they're telling us like the breakdown. And my mom goes like, okay, you know, and she goes like, how, basically all the questions, how long should she be on medication, blah, 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 blah. And she goes, how much extra would it be for her to, while you're in there, also get a nose job?
Dude, savagery.
And I was like, do I need a nose job?
Dude, like why would your mom, dude?
I was like,
and I know she's gonna watch this. I know she's gonna watch, and I know she's gonna have 1,000 excuses. No,
and then I was like, so for a while I was like, so after like during that conversation, because then the guy was a little bit like annoyed, I think, the surgeon.
Then my mom said that.
My mom said, yeah.
That your mom said that, yeah.
Because then,
like, what's wrong with your daughter's nose? Like,
no, because he's well, we got to rent out the OR for extra time. We got to get the anesthesiologist for extra time. We got to get like a plastic surgeon.
She's thinking it's like another $100.
Yeah. and so then my mom's like, oh, you know, whatever. Like, well, so then he leaves so we can like talk about it. So then I was like, do I need a nose job? Because if I need a nose job, I guess so, you know what I mean? But I was like, I don't think I need one. Yeah. And so then I was kind of going like back and forth.
But only because she brought it up.
Yeah. And then my mom was like, well, I'd rather do it now than you go to Mexico when you're 21 and like try and get a nose job over there because it's cheaper. And I was like, am I going to need a nose job?
Yeah, I know. It's just like feeding your mind with like whatever she was thinking.
So
like,
for the next like 6 months, it was like, oh damn, I got the ugliest fucking nose in the world.
You're all doing your makeup like nose is all crooked. My freaking nose passageway is reversed. Like my mom
but
says,
ugly.
it's just like I'm ugly as shit. Yeah, dude. She's like, well, hold on, let me get this eyeliner right.
And
you know,
sobbing.
just like no. I was meaning like to do your while you're putting your eyeliner. Yeah. You're like, I'm just freaking ugly as shit. Like, like putting your lashes on, like, you know, you're just like.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Oh my gosh.
Gotta call her out for that one.
Savage. You're savage, Lori. Well, why are you telling your daughter she need a nose job? Ridiculous.
So funny. But yeah, that poor lady.
Well, she's gonna text me when she watches this episode.
She is. I'm sure she's beautiful. You know what I mean? This lady.
You're beautiful. Dude, I always think of songs. Like I'm constantly when somebody will say something, and like one day I was like, say anything. I'll make up a song. I'll sing a song. And then they said something. Yeah. And immediately I started singing a song that had like those 3 words or whatever.
Roman cannot walk around the house. Like he can't make a cup of coffee without like 3 or 4 songs just like coming to his brain.
I don't know
and
why.
He sings at least all of them.
Oh, so, but I was seeing like two verses or something.
Yeah,
You know, I don't know why. Anyway, I don't know. I just want to keep laughing about this makeup situation. You know, just like.
That's exactly what I thought of, dude. It's like, that would break my heart to be. Oh man, I know I just said it, but to be 29 years old and just go, I'm fucking ugly. Like I would have to call out of work. Like I would have to be done for. Like I would have to have a day of grieving.
Hey, have you seen right now? There's like he's like, cut the show. I'm out.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
Like, cut the camera. I'm out.
Yeah.
There's that one, and then
the
there's also cut the lights. I'm out.
Yeah.
So there's like that one, and then there's also the one that's going around with like I think his name is like Vince McMahon.
Okay.
He's like one of the OGs of like wrestling, WWE, WWF.
I've heard the
or whatever.
name.
He was like one of the like, I don't know. I think he might have been a wrestler. I was never into wrestling.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's one of him where I guess they were interviewing him, and so they're using him where he's just like that. He's like his eyes are all tearing up. He basically has a knot in his throat. You know the feeling that he's going through, and like so they're using him for everything. You know, when like for example when Starbucks takes off the pumpkin spice latte, you know, like me when the pumpkin spice latte is off the menu and you have to wait till next year, and he's like. But I'm gonna make that one. That could be a good one. That could go viral.
Yeah, yeah.
You
gotta do that before you put this out.
I know. Dude, this is so funny. Let us know in the comments. How old were you when you realized you were ugly?
Everybody 13.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to remember like if I had that or when I had that. I'm sure I did. I know I have. No, I know I have. Like I know there was moments where I looked at myself and I was like, dude, I'm ugly.
No, you know what's really humbling? And I know
I bagged a 10 though.
What's really humbling is like when you're like, for example, you have an event to go to or whatever, and it's like, oh, like whatever, I'm gonna go to this party, and you plan the outfit in your head. You know, and you're like, I'm gonna wear this and this and this. I'm gonna look so good. And you get home and put it on. And it's just like, dude, I have this image in my head of like getting home and like putting it on, like your jeans are too tight, your stomach's coming out the top.
Hey, that's what happens when you buy stuff from Shein.
Dude, I don't buy from Shein just because like I'm afraid of, only because I'm scared of. I've seen girls like wearing like heels or whatever, like out.
They blow out,
and they blow out.
Dude, they blow out. And the ones were like
elf shoes.
Yeah, there's somewhere like we're like this is the heel, right? This is the heel, and then this is like the it's like that, right?
Yeah.
Whatever. Like this is, and your foot goes up here. I'm trying to draw the curve. You know what I mean? And like they're walking around, and the heel blows out.
Yeah.
Like it blows.
You're walking at like a 45 degree angle because the heel's just like this.
Oh my gosh, dude.
I'm so sorry to that.
I just think it's so funny. I think it's so funny. This topic to me is so funny. Like, cause like I like just looking at your stuff. Like, dude, I'm doing failed. Like, cause like actually like I've been in the bathroom before, and like this is not even like that long ago. You know, I've been in the bathroom, and then I just like asked my wife like, why are you even with me? Like, she's like, what are you talking about? I'm ugly. You know, like it's more as a joke though. It's more as a joke of like
Yeah.
Especially, it's like, especially like when I wake up, like my eyes are all swollen. If I haven't had a haircut, if I haven't like trimmed up my little like mustache or whatever, just looking kind of raggedy as hell,
Yeah. I have those moments once a month.
So funny.
Genuinely once a month.
You gotta have it. You gotta have it once a month.
Like, what?
Yeah.
But also, I think the first time I ever had it, I was probably like 12 or something. And my sister and I were arguing, of course, and And she always like used to call me like ugly or like fat or whatever when we were arguing,
Bully.
And like even when I was like 100 pounds, it was fat, Yeah,
you're
like,
fat.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what's that? I can't remember what we were arguing about, but I just remember where we lived and we were like in the kitchen. And she looks at me and she goes, "You're ugly." And I was like, "Okay, you're ugly." And she looks me in my eyes and she goes, you're actually ugly. Like you're actually ugly." And I was like,
wait, but you were arguing and she said that?
Yeah, she full stop. We were screaming at each other, and
She's
then
like,
she
no.
full stop. And she goes, "No, you're actually ugly. You're actually ugly."
Yeah.
And I was like,
oh my god.
and it was like so dumb because
you're
she was
like
She was probably like 9.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're
Yeah.
fully scream fighting. You know what I mean?
Oh my gosh.
And I like go to the bathroom after, and I like am looking like eye contact with myself in the mirror, and I was like, "Oh my god, I'm ugly." Just like pissed, but I was like angry about it.
So dude, so like, you know, it's just fighting, and all this fighting is going on, right? Like,
Yeah.
you're ugly. No, you're ugly. You're fat. You're dumb. You're stupid. You're ugly. You're ugly.
Yeah.
But the moment she was like, no, she's like, no, Caili, wait. No, you're actually ugly. Like, you're ugly for real.
Yeah.
And the way, so now you're like, oh wait, she's not just like trying to say that because she's mad at me. Like, she's like hitting me with
telling
truth.
me the truth.
She's
Yeah.
telling me the truth.
Yeah.
So you go to the bathroom and you're looking at yourself, just
Eye
like
contact.
you're like, come on, Caili, give it to me straight. You know,
Just looking at myself, and
how
I
are
was
we
like,
looking?
"Fuck."
Yeah,
No, actually, we were 11 and 13.
stupid.
So
dude.
like for the first time in my life, I have like pimples, and like, you know, my teeth are fucked up. I've had braces. You know, I got armpit hair for the first time. I'm looking at myself. I'm like, oh my god,
it's just like a little ogre.
yeah,
Just a little ogre.
yeah, dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
everyone gets like, I don't know what it is. When you're going through that phase
Yeah.
of like, you know, transitioning from a little kid to like that preteen teenager.
Yeah.
Like, everyone kind of gets a little ugly.
Yeah.
Everyone kind of gets a little ugly in that. Like,
It's like between like 11 and 13, I think, and you're just like, ooh, something's
sometimes
wrong.
your teeth are big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're starting to look older. Like, because your face starts getting either longer or bigger, so you start looking just like, it's kind of like you're
like
starting
metamorphosis.
Yeah, it's like a little metamorphosis, and you're like in that little middle section, and you just don't look too
They
good.
all stink for at least a period of like 2 months of your life. You just stink because like you're for the first time having to remember to put on deodorant.
Yeah.
You know, and like a body spray or something. You're just stinky and gross.
Yeah, stinky.
You can't run
dude.
around. Like sometimes like your friends are still like kind of like you're going through puberty, but your friends haven't yet, so they all like run around like play tag, and you're trying to do it with them, but you stink now.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. Totally. Like my nephew, you know, he has to like wear deodorant now. If he forgets, like his little armpits will get all stinky dinky.
Yeah.
You know, he's like 13, you know, so he wears deodorant, but sometimes if he doesn't, or if he for wore out or whatever,
Yeah.
it's like, damn, homie, gotta reapply.
He's got a mustache now though, so all bets are off. He's got to remember. He's
This-
gotta look at himself in the mirror, see the mustache, and be like, "Oh yeah."
Yeah, this episode is sponsored by Bod. Do you remember that?
No.
Do you remember Axe body spray?
Axe, yeah.
So there was another one called Bod,
Yeah.
and the commercials were dumb, dude.
Yeah.
It was like dudes playing basketball with like no shirts, and it's like, ooh, Bod.
Yeah.
You know, big old buff dudes like, oh, dunking. I want your Bod. Like, that's what it would say. Like, I want your Bod. Bod body spray.
Yeah. It's so dumb.
Oh my gosh. What a hilarious tangent. I love that. That cracked me up.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Story number 3. Today I effed up by putting instructions for cooking meth in the recycling bin. A while ago, I was messing around online, and I found a PDF book of how to cook meth. My first F up was printing it out. That was dumb. I then immediately lost interest because it's complicated and difficult, and I'm lazy as hell. Put it in a cupboard and forgot about it. A couple days ago, I found it, and since I've lost interest, thought I might as well recycle it. I was pleased with myself for throwing something away. Fellow people with ADHD can relate. So I took 1,000,000 staples off of it, tore each page into 4 pieces, and then put them all in the recycling bin, ready for collection this morning. This was my F up. Our recycling bins are squishy, made of that woven plastic material like tarps are made of. So they're not especially wind resistant. And it wasn't windy when I put them out, but it got windy overnight. So I woke up this morning to the whole neighborhood littered with bits of a book on how to cook meth. Whoops.
Oh my god.
I just thought that was hilarious.
That's so
Just like,
great.
oh shit. Just meth everywhere. Because now they're wondering who's the meth
Exactly.
cooker. Where's the meth
Exactly.
house?
Exactly.
Where's the meth house?
They're gonna start speculating. Cops will be called. You know, there's
Dude.
gonna be some old lady and there's like somebody in this neighborhood is cooking meth.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Just
but
like-
also like, what the hell? Like,
sometimes
like-
you just get curious. It's like looking up like how to build a like bee. You know what I mean? I don't know if you can say that, but it's like sometimes you just want to
A
know how people
wom?
do it. A wom.
a bee-wom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like sometimes it's just like how do people like how did somebody do that? You know what I mean?
But like, I'll look up stuff like that,
Yeah.
for whatever. I'll watch something like meth. Like, how do they make meth? Like,
yeah,
how's that even
exactly,
made?
exactly.
And then I'll look at it like, oh, damn, that's crazy.
yeah,
But like, no,
exactly.
this guy printed out a book like he was gonna cook it.
I wonder what year it was.
That he was gonna cook it.
No, that he printed it because it's like I feel like some like 2011 it's just like it's impossible to read on your computer screen. No one was used to reading on the computer. You would print everything out.
No.
You know what I mean? I feel like at least like because I was like in school. You know, what I mean?
2011, I had a laptop. I was using my
If
laptop.
you're
for
using
everything.
like a desktop computer though, I feel like you just print it out.
Yeah, but I mean, you could also have a laptop. I had
Yeah.
a laptop. I mean, 2011, you're making it seem like we had floppy disks
You did.
back in.
I'm just kidding.
Dude, I remember being in 5th grade. We had the big mama jammas. They were probably like that.
No,
They're big and green, and they were floppy.
I've never seen a floppy disk in my life.
And then there were the other ones. I think they were still called floppy disks, but they were a little bit more like this.
Mm-hmm.
They were like a little rectangle, but they were hard. You know what I mean? Those floppy disks had like 5 megabytes of space.
I've seen computers with cartridges for floppy disks, but I've never seen an actual floppy disk.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
dude. No, the big green ones, and then like you would put that big ass. It would look like an ultrasound or something, you know. And it was like a green, and then you would like this is like 5th grade. This is like back in like 96 or some shit. Sheesh. Oh no, let's see. What would that have been? 2000, 99, 98. I think I went from 5th grade to 6th grade.
Yeah.
Promoted to 6th grade in 98.
Okay.
99?
Yeah. So like
Yeah.
whatever, like 90.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn.
Music was great back.
But no. Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I could see like printing it out or something, you know. But yeah, maybe he was going to. And maybe that was a proud moment for him of being like, hey, I no longer need to do this or want to do this. You know?
Also, what's funny though is like, who makes a PDF book? Download my online book now. You know, click here for my free PDF on how to cook meth.
That's passive income, baby.
In passive income, you know, like okay, I could see people finding it in like, I don't know, like I don't know what, piecing it together or something. But like, no, so download my ebook now.
Yeah.
You know,
Gosh, there's got to be like a WikiHow. There's got
dial
to be a
1 2 3
WikiHow
meth.
on
You know,
how to
like
cook meth.
dude, 1 2 3 meth. Dial 1-800.
I'm gonna make that WikiHow. If somebody hasn't already.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I just thought that was kind of a
That's
funny
so
story.
funny. No, yeah. Yeah. I mean, I hope he doesn't get caught by his old lady.
So I'll
neighbors.
dial 1-888 got meth.
Okay. Last one of the night. Today I effed up by mistakenly caressing my interviewer's foot throughout my job interview.
I don't know. I'm just imagining what's happening.
Yeah.
You know?
Okay. As per the title, I attend a job interview today and I'm measurably more nervous for this interview as opposed to the others I've attended before. I was running slightly late, which fed into my anxiety, but apart from the initial greeting and seating, went well. I was interviewed by 2 men we'll call Steve and Gareth. Steve was to my 11 o'clock and Gareth was to my 1 o'clock. I was getting quite fidgety because of my nerves, so as opposed to slightly spinning in my chair, I was sat in a spinning chair, I decided to move my foot around as it wouldn't be visible. I quickly found a table leg, which I proceeded to tap my foot around for the rest of the interview. It helped keep me focused. Gareth seemed slightly off throughout the interview, but I wasn't concerned because he seemed to be the quieter type, with Steve leading the interview and asking the majority of questions. Considering it was my first interview with the company in a new field for me personally, I thought it went very well and was very productive. That was until the end of the interview. I thanked them both for their time and was about to stand up when the table leg I had been so carelessly caressing suddenly moved. Except it wasn't a table leg. It was Gareth's foot. I was instantly mortified and confused, suddenly rationalizing I had unknowingly engaged in a pseudo foot play with a man over double my age. What's worse was that he knew it was my foot and decided to just keep his foot planted for the duration of the interview. I contemplated announcing that I was sorry and that I didn't realize or mean to feel him up, but decided against it as Steve, with no context, would likely think I was psychotic, significantly reducing my chances of employment. After that, I quickly but normally exited the room without meeting Gareth's eyes, then went home and had a beer. Either way, it's safe to say I'm either blacklisted or very hired, depending on Gareth's sexual proclivities, and I'm currently unsure on that front.
Was it a guy? Maybe. I mean, like, I feel like most, maybe.
It doesn't say.
Yeah.
But either way.
I'm gonna assume it's a guy. Just because, like, not that women don't do it, but, like, I can't usually see women like, oh, yeah, the interview, went home, had a beer. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah, so I was like, dude, immediately you move your leg.
Yeah.
Gareth.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? Like, oh,
he
like,
kept it there. Yeah. He kept it there on purpose.
Like, even because we sit close to each other right here, like, we've even, like, tapped feet, like, maybe several times, like, on accident or whatever. And then I'll just, like, I'll just move my foot or whatever.
Yeah.
Even
if you're like, it's like the same thing as like sitting next to someone that you don't know or something, or even that you do know, and your leg like touches, you're just like, whoop, you know,
yeah,
like you just give them the little space.
Give a little space.
Yeah.
But Gareth was just right there, just.
Yeah, actually, this might answer your question. There's one edit, short. It says, "Didn't get the job, not too annoyed, and was expecting that considering how green I am in the field." Also, Gareth has a husband. I checked his Facebook. So I don't know if I seduced him or something. Either way, a new learning experience.
Oh, dang.
So
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense because why would you not move your leg? Like, you move your leg immediately.
That's so
Know?
funny.
Even if the interviewer or the interviewee was a woman, if you have a spouse or what, I mean, because he had a spouse, but he was just like, well,
he was into it.
He was into it.
He's old, dude, so maybe
rocking it.
Maybe he hasn't had action in a while.
Or he's like, I still got it. You know what I mean? Let me just soak it in. Dude, let me just soak it in.
It is like, I know, obviously, like, if you're like in a relationship and stuff, like, obviously, like, you don't flirt with other people, but like, obviously you tell other people to stop flirting with you if they're flirting with you, like, right away. But it is nice when people like try, you know what I mean? Like obviously, like, you're in a relationship, so somebody starts flirting with you and you go, hey, I'm in a relationship, you know.
But not us though, because we're ugly.
Exactly. I actually don't know this feeling. I've never heard. I've never felt this.
Heard.
Yeah. The rumor on the street.
Yeah, this is what the kids have been saying.
But dude, like, it is so nice. Like, and I can't imagine like being old and it's like no one's flirted with me in 30 years.
Yeah.
And you're just like flattered. You know. You're just like, ooh.
He's like 75 years old.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, something's going on.
Yeah. Something's going on.
Something's happening.
Something's happening under the table.
Yeah. Yes. He's like, oh, I haven't even had my pill. Oh my gosh.
This is so dumb.
Oh, dude. Yeah, that's funny.
Yeah.
I like it. Good episode. Dude, I love the freaking ugly bit. That was hilarious. I'm on, not because I can relate. No,
I've never felt that in my life.
Yeah. You're all saying that, you know how when you look at yourself in the mirror, like, remember how when you were like 13 you realized that, and I'm like, no, I don't know what you're talking about. Just like all proud of myself.
Yeah. I've never Caili, do you have no confidence?
Yeah. Ugly. What does that mean?
Oh my gosh.
Oh man. Well, let us know if you guys like this episode. Let us know if you guys want more of Today I Effed Up. We haven't been mixing it in as much as just as much. Yeah. But if you guys like these also, let us know. If anybody is interested in like the really short ones, like the super short Twitter stuff, Instagram stuff, if you guys like that stuff, let us know.
Yeah.
I mean, just throw ideas out there. I mean, we don't have to do only these things. You know what I was thinking too? Is like we should do like a little bit, like a little game too. Mm-hmm. Like I used to, like with my friends, I would always I don't know if it's called like Would You Rather this, but it's basically this. It's just like oh, Taco Bell or Del Taco.
Okay.
You know, and it's just like I don't even know. I've just been thinking about like, oh, there's something we could do that we read stories and then incorporate like a game.
Yeah.
Or just
Yeah,
something different.
Yeah.
Something different.
Yeah.
But like, how do we do it so there's it's like we keep score somehow? I don't know. We'll think about it. Like something where we like keep something where we can keep score.
Yeah.
There always has to be a winner or loser for me.
Yeah.
But anyways, we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Yeah.
Cool. Peace.